Lucid stock update. George Soros buys a stake in Lucid, guys. Is this finally the beginning of an epic run? Okay, guys, so in this video, I have a very value-packed video for you. Okay, we have a lot of things to discuss with Lucid Group. Okay, there's been a lot of talk in the EV industry about a big increase in EV demand, especially in the United States. So we're going to talk about the EV industry, Lucid stock, and I'll give you guys a couple of my personal recommendations on really how to trade the stock or how to invest in it long term. So if you guys enjoy this video, please smash the thumbs up. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please smash the thumbs up. It really helps me out and really helps out the channel. So thank you so much in advance. So let's get into it, guys. So right now, to give you guys a quick update, Lucid is trading just under $18 at $17.54. And the stock is down quite a bit, okay? Even though we've had a bit of a recovery, we're still sitting at a year-to-date performance of down 57%. So you could look at it two ways, okay? You can look at it as basically you're getting the stock half off, or if you bought at the top, back in November and in December and January, you're down like 50%. So for me personally, I'm sitting at an average cost per share of $24 per share. Lucid is my largest holding. So there's a couple of interesting things that I've seen over the past few days. I wanted to kind of sit down and record this video because I think you guys will find this interesting. So first off, I want to start with the headline of the video. Of course, George Soros, I believe he's 91-year-old billionaire, just bought a stake in Lucid, an LCID. Okay, guys, so here it says George Soros buys 600,000 LCID shares. So this is very interesting. Okay, so George Soros, this guy's 91 years old. He's a billionaire. He's been in the game for quite some time. He ended up making two buys. He bought a stake in Lucid, and he also doubled down on his stake in Rivian, okay? So this is really bullish. Now, he also sold off, if you guys can see this, he also sold off his stake in Fisker. So this is really interesting, okay? So, but the important thing is that George Soros, okay, he's been in the game a long time. He's only going to be investing in what he thinks in companies that he can see upside. He's not going to try to just burn up his money. So the fact that he bought Lucid at these levels kind of reaffirms what we already knew. We already knew that the stock was trading at a good price. And it's good to see that not only retail is seeing that, it's good to see that a lot of big money, including billionaires, are seeing that as well. At these price levels, it's just simply too attractive, guys. And there's several reasons why, because demand for EV vehicles is soaring in the United States. I want to talk about that next. Okay, so as you can see here, this is an article by Car and Driver. It says electric cars turning point may be happening as U.S. sales numbers start to climb. It says EVs are still far from mainstream, but a 60% rise in new EV registrations is definitely a sign they're getting closer. So this is what I've been talking about on this channel for basically ever since really midway through the pandemic, that EVs are the future. So I want to kind of blow this up so you guys can see this a little better. Hopefully you can see that better when you're watching it. But as it says mass market electric vehicles have been available in the U.S. for over a decade, but we've only seen small incremental change in sales for most of that time. Through the first 3 months of 2022, EV registration shot up 60%, even though the overall market was down 18%. So this is excellent, guys. This is what I've been talking about. That even though there's more competitors coming to the market, demand for EVs is going up, and that's extremely bullish for companies like Lucid, who sell a premium luxury EV. So like I said, a rising tide lifts all boats. This is really good for Lucid and really a lot of the EV stocks, but especially Lucid, I think, because I think as more and more EVs come onto the road, people are going to be really aching for quality, okay? They're going to be exposed to lots of different EVs from many different companies, and just like there's so many different cell phone companies on the market, people really appreciate an Apple phone because it's considered the best and the highest quality phone, and people are willing to pay for that. Obviously, you see that reflected in Apple's stock price and its market cap. So as you can see here, it says Experian calculated that there are just under 160,000 new EV registrations in the first 3 months of the year. Big winners for the EVs were Tesla, Kia, Ford, Hyundai, and then of course they had some other companies like Volkswagen and things like that. So the good news is that, you know, Lucid just got started. They just got started on the deliveries. I don't expect them to be at the top, but the Lucid Air, it does provide a base level EV. Okay, obviously they have the more expensive Dream Edition, but they do have a cheaper EV. And I expect that to gain quite a bit of market share, just like the Apple phone, even though it was priced at a premium, ended up basically dominating the US smartphone market in the United States. And one of the reasons why is that Lucid is definitely gaining some traction. So as you can see here, the company has around 30,000 reservations for its Air sedan right now. And the demand is so high, and obviously there's supply chain issues and things like that. They're actually increasing the prices after June 1st. So it says here, any customers making electric luxury vehicle maker Lucid Group said Thursday that it has more than 30,000 reservations for its Air sedan, but any customers making reservations after June 1st will have to pay higher prices. So this is all bullish. This is all bullish news. This is exactly what we want to see. More and more people are demanding this vehicle. Word of mouth is spreading. I've even seen some videos on social media about former Tesla owners switching to Lucid, just appreciating the higher quality product, the higher, you know, the higher attention to detail, I would say is a good way to, the longer range, just everything about the Lucid is just made better, where the Tesla is more of like a mass market vehicle, which is fine. We need mass market vehicles. Everyone's not gonna be able to afford a luxury vehicle, but it's just nice to see more reservations, higher prices, strong demand from billionaires. And even the co-founder of Apple, this is the latest tweet on Lucid Motors Twitter. It says, a tech icon for a tech icon. Thanks for dreaming ahead with us. This is Steve Wozniak. He's co-founder of Apple. Okay, he co-founded Apple with Steve Jobs, and he's a Lucid Motors owner. So things are just moving in the right direction. You know, for Lucid longs out there, this is definitely going to be a waiting game, okay? If we take a look and we back up here and look at the long-term charts, we look at the 5-year chart, we can see that we've already hit, okay, right during the CCIV days, we hit $63. Then, you know, even in November, we hit $55, okay? $60 and $55 all-time highs with barely any cars produced. That's just, I've never seen anything like that in the market, okay? Even Rivian stock was at 170, but it completely crashed, okay? It lost almost all of its value. But here we are with a company that is already traded at $63 and $55 before the company even produced any vehicles. I mean, it's just insane to me, the potential for Lucid. Every day I do more research on this company, I see more and more capabilities that this could be the top overall EV company in the world. It could even surpass Tesla in the long run. We've seen how Elon Musk's attention is moving away from Tesla. There is a good chance that he may no longer run Tesla in the future. Okay, we take a look at a company similar to Tesla, Amazon, like Amazon. Okay, so let's take a look at a company that we can kind of just take a look at, a company like Amazon. Okay, so a comparison we can make is we can quickly pull up Amazon, guys. Okay, so if we take a look at a company like Amazon, right? Amazon, you know, was one of the best performing stocks of all time. Okay, and then last year, Jeff Bezos stepped down as CEO. Look what's happened to the stock price of Amazon ever since Jeff Bezos basically stepped down. Okay, the stock's absolutely been crushed. And there's no guarantee that Amazon will ever recover to those previous levels when basically, you know, a pioneer for e-commerce like Jeff Bezos all of a sudden just wants to do something else. So that's the potential for Tesla, okay? I think with Elon Musk getting involved with Twitter and all these other different companies, there's a strong possibility that he could step down as CEO from Tesla within the near future, okay? I'm not exactly sure, obviously 100%, but if Elon Musk leaves Tesla, wants to do something else, wants to work on SpaceX or focus his time on something else like space travel or whatever he's getting involved with, there's a good chance that there could be a big opportunity for a company like Lucid to basically, you know, dominate and take over Tesla's rank as the king of EVs, at least in North America. Okay, obviously there's a lot of other companies out there. You've got NIO in China, you got BYD. Okay, you've got a lot of other European car makers, but there's a serious opportunity out there for Lucid, I believe. And the fact that I want to kind of go back to this, guys. The fact that the stock has already hit $55, $60 with like no production. That's insane. So what is going to happen when this company starts rolling out production? What's going to happen when they start producing the Project Gravity, which is like the SUV vehicle? What happens when they're ramping up reservations? They're building the Saudi factory. The sky's the limit, I think. And I just think that if George Soros, okay, we'll go back to the headline of this video. George Soros is buying in. This is the bottom. So I'm kind of, this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm calling on this channel. We're looking at the bottom when it comes to LCID, guys. This is the time you really want to get in. There's a lot of fear in the markets, okay? There's a lot of fear with interest rate hikes. There's a lot of fear with ongoing competition. But with Lucid Air's vehicle with its long range, okay, it's backed by a fantastic engineering team, many engineers from Apple, Tesla, all these different companies. And the fact that it just is the best EV on the market right now, okay? They've won multiple awards. Everything is lining up for this to move in the right direction. And if we also take a look, okay, if we take a look at the market cap is around $28 billion. So let's say Lucid can 10x within the next 1 or 2 years, okay? Then it's sitting at a $280 billion. This company's sitting at $28 billion and they barely produced any vehicles. That in itself speaks to the quality and the potential for this company. And the fact that many people said, oh, well, the stock's going to crash down into the low teens or even become a penny stock. Well, we just haven't seen that happen, okay? Every time Lucid has approached $13, $14, $15, the smart money, the big money, the billionaires, the institutional investors, smart retail traders like you guys have come in and bought the dip. So there's so much support. And the fact that some people were paying $55 for this same company, guys. I talk a lot of different companies on this channel. Lucid has become my #1 holding. I don't really see any other company right now other than some of these eVTOL companies like Joby, Archer, that has the same potential for just basically shareholder returns as I see in Lucid. Okay, this company has the potential, along with Tesla, to become the #1 and #2 EV companies. Rivian is interesting as well, but I still think Tesla and Lucid are kind of in a class of their own. Rivian has a lot of potential as well. I'm going to talk a little bit about Rivian in a later video this week, but right now Lucid is just a fantastic buying opportunity. So now I want to give you guys kind of my long-term price prediction, and we're going to basically use this. We're basically going to be taking a look at where the stock can basically trade within the next year or so. So as I mentioned earlier, okay, we talk about how many vehicles that the company plans to deliver. Okay, they had to revise their reservations. Okay, they were supposed to deliver like 20,000 vehicles, but they've planned on delivering something like 12,000 to 14,000 vehicles. So, let's say the average cost per vehicle on average, because remember they have different price points. Let's say the average one is like $100,000 per vehicle, something like that. So that means that $100,000 per vehicle, the company will be able to generate around $1.2 to $1.4 billion in revenue in their first full year of deliveries. Okay, that's fantastic. That's what people want to see. And once they build, they should be able to scale to about 500 million deliveries over the next couple of years. So within the next 3 to 4 years, they'll probably be able to scale out to 500 million. Okay. The good thing is that the price point for this vehicle is much higher than most companies. So they don't have to produce as many units to achieve good results, right? I'm going to go back to Apple. If we take a look at Apple, how Apple has made so much money is that their phones and their computers and their iPads and everything Apple, the AirPods, everything is so expensive. So when you have a very, very expensive product, you can sell fewer units yet generate fantastic results. and the product is more likely to be higher of quality, and people are more likely to really fall in love with it because of the quality of the materials, the attention to detail, the longevity of the product. Okay, an Apple, if you get like an iPhone or a MacBook or something like that, unless you're completely destroying it, it should last you a long time, and these products have a higher resale value. So all of these benefits are kind of baked in to what the Lucid brand and the Lucid kind of whole mantra is about high quality and a potential EV car that can be resold later for future profits. There's just a lot of good things that are moving in the direction of this company. And yes, a lot of different companies are launching vehicles, but we know EV demand is up. So when EV demand is up, we know that at the end of the day, consumers are going to be, inundated with all these different types of vehicles, and they're going to start, becoming smarter about which are the better ones and which are the worst ones. So as we see here, this is just the beginning, okay? So it says Cox Automotive estimate the EV market share in the first quarter of 2022 is just 5%. So that means 95% of the sales in North America, in the United States, are still gas guzzlers. So it's so early, okay? We're at 2.5% in 2021. Now we're at 5%. So the trend is changing. So Lucid, for me personally, it's all about getting into the best overall EV model on the market right now in a very immature EV market in the United States. That is, the tide is turning, okay? The interest is up. Everyone's talking about EVs. Everyone's getting smarter, realizing that everyone's realizing that a smart car is better than an old school gas guzzler, with technology that's dated back to the 19th century, dated back to the 1870s when the gas engine was invented. So, like I said, this is the upside opportunity to me. This company is going to be leading my portfolio. So what I would say I'm personally doing is I'm personally buying up shares in Lucid. I'm buying aggressively under $20, and then I'm selling covered calls to generate income on my shares. If Lucid was at $55 with no production, let's say within 1 or 2 years, let's say perhaps maybe by 2023, 2024, Lucid can 10x, okay? Like Tesla 10x during the pandemic, it's possible that Lucid's quality will show. They'll be producing more vehicles, scaling with their high cost, with their high, vehicle price for selling. They'll be able to have better margins and more cash, and just be able to scale out and do things much better than some of these other companies that are trying to keep their prices down, and they're having to kind of sacrifice quality. So let's say Lucid does it 10x, okay? Now we're sitting at $170 per share. Now everything's different, okay? Now Lucid is getting the same buzz, the same attention that Tesla's getting. And a lot of people that invested in Lucid, just like a lot of people that invested in Tesla, are financially free. So, this channel, obviously, it's about making money in the stock market, it's about making money in crypto, but it's also about you guys becoming financially free, because honestly, you want to be able to spend the majority of your time, at least in your adulthood, okay? Obviously, in your childhood, you're going to be grinding in school and stuff like that. But you want to be able to spend the majority of your adulthood doing what you really want to do. And I really believe that there are literally thousands and thousands of stocks out there. I believe Lucid is one of the few companies that is going to give you guys the opportunity to really achieve financial freedom, especially in a world where inflation is going up and a lot of people are losing their jobs, or they're experiencing homelessness and stuff like that. You don't want to end up like the masses. You want to separate yourself, and Lucid is one of the kind of, for me, the no-brainer stocks that you can get into at these current levels, where basically everyone's scared to get in right now. Everyone is coming up with all these different reasons why the market hasn't bottomed, but the billionaires have come in and bought stocks like crazy, guys. Last time billionaires made big moves in the market in November, the markets crashed for 6 months. So we're not going to know if this is the bottom for Lucid right now, but we will know in the next 3 to 6 months. So if the billionaires were dumping right here, why bet against them? And then all of a sudden now we're down to here, and then people are like, okay, maybe I should have sold in November. So that's the same thing I'm thinking by this summertime in June, July, or August, we'll know if this is the market bottom. I'm not going to guess if it's the bottom. I'm going to look at the actions of a lot of the smart money, people like George Soros. They bought 600,000 shares of Lucid, guys. There's no way he's going to be throwing money if he thinks he can get Lucid at $13, $10, $5. So for me, this is the bottom, guys. I think this is an excellent buying opportunity. Obviously, you can go long shares and sell covered calls like me. You can also buy options, guys. And options, there's a lot of opportunity. If you guys learn about options, check out some of my previous videos on buying options and things like that. But basically with options, you're basically going to be buying, obviously I would say call options, because I think the price is going to be a lot higher. But you want to buy call options, and you can buy them if you think the price is going to be much higher. You can buy them expiring in August or September, December next year, or even 2024 if you want to buy some long-term options, guys. So those are just a few things that I think you can do. I think this is a fantastic buying opportunity. I really do believe that Lucid is, out of all the stocks that I talk about, I probably believe it probably has the most upside. It just has strong Saudi support, strong demand from billionaires, hedge funds, institutional investors buying, and retail's passionate about it. Also, there's even websites, as you can see here, entire websites dedicated to the company. So it's just a lot of things are happening that remind me of Tesla in the early days. If you guys have been following my channel for a while, you guys know how bullish I was on Tesla back in 2019, 2020. No one was really buying the stock. That was probably one of the best performing stocks I recommended on this channel. I also recommended, I think I recommended Tesla when it was about $100. Like $100, $200 pre-split. We also nailed NEO. I talked about NEO on this channel when it was $2, and we also nailed AMC. I remember AMC at $6. So I would say, other than AMC and NEO, probably Tesla was the one stock that I was really passionate about and I recommended, and we nailed that one. And I've had the same feeling, and I've done the research as well on Lucid, guys. So I just want to kind of give you guys this kind of update on what's going on. If you guys enjoy my content, please smash the red subscribe button for more videos. There's a lot of interesting things are going to be happening with all of the chaos going on in the markets, the chaos going on in the world. We're going to really see what happens with Lucid, guys. But I do believe if a company does well, the stock will follow, and that's what we're hoping for. We're looking for financial freedom. We're looking for gains. We're looking for fire. All of that stuff that can come with a kind of a revolutionary, once-in-a-generation type company in Lucid, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's all I got. Till next time, take care.